Are you ready to completely rethink what it means to be a leader? We're about to dive into the core ideas from an incredible book called I See, I Hear, I Conquer. It offers a really powerful new vision for leading in today's world. So let's get into it and see what that looks like. Right off the bat, the book hits you with this amazing quote, and it just flips the whole script on leadership. You know, we usually think of leaders as being out in front, giving orders. But what if real leadership, powerful leadership, is actually about listening, understanding, and serving the very people you're supposed to be leading? This one idea, right here, is the foundation for everything we're going to talk about. So you might be asking, why do we even need a change? Well, it's because the old ways, they just aren't cutting it anymore. The book argues that today's world is just too chaotic, too fast-paced, and trying to lead with an outdated playbook, that's pretty much a recipe for disaster. For the longest time, productivity was this simple math problem, right? You measure the work going in versus the product coming out. But the book points out that this model is totally broken. Why? Because it leaves out the single most important part of the equation, the people. It completely misses things like creativity, passion, and morale, which, let's be honest, are the real engines that make a company grow. And this comparison just lays it all out, clear as day. The old way was all about control from the top, centralizing power, and managing these super complicated systems. But the new wave, the one this book champions, is the exact opposite. It's about empowering your teams, making things simpler, and actually nurturing your talent. It's a massive shift from seeing people as just another resource to seeing them as the source of all your success. Okay, so if the old playbook is busted, what do we replace it with? Well, this is where the book introduces its big idea, its powerful solution, a concept it calls human leadership. So what in the world is a human leader? Well, according to the book, it's way more than just a job title. It's a whole different mindset. It's not about commanding, it's about influencing. It's about inspiring people to create positive change. Because you get it, you understand that all the best strategies and tech in the world mean nothing without motivated, engaged people making it all happen. Now, this framework from the book, The Human Value Ecosystem, is brilliant because it shows this isn't just some feel-good, fluffy idea. It's a rock-solid business strategy. When you focus on helping individuals feel happy and fulfilled, you are directly fueling the company's need for innovation, profit, and growth. They're not competing goals. They're two sides of the very same coin. One literally drives the other. All right, so this all sounds great, right? But how do you actually do it? How do you become a human leader? This is where the book gets really practical, shifting from the big idea to the actual traits that you can build in yourself. And here's a really crucial point the book makes. This isn't about learning some new management trick or a fancy new strategy. No, this is an inside-out job. It starts with who you are as a person, and that foundation of character is what determines everything you do as a leader. The absolute bedrock of it all is sincerity. Let's face it, we live in a world that's just full of corporate speak and buzzwords. Being genuinely authentic, that makes you stand out. Sincere leaders don't just say the right things, their actions match their words. And that is how you build the kind of deep, real trust that every great team is built on. Next up, you've got to have courage. This is the engine that drives all progress. A human leader has the guts to make the hard calls, to challenge the "we've always done it this way" mentality, and to chase a vision, even when it gets tough. Without courage, the best ideas just stay ideas. And finally, there's compassion, and this is so important. It's about seeing your team as human beings first and employees second. When a leader genuinely serves their team with care, they don't just get people to do their jobs. They earn fierce loyalty. They build a team that's resilient, motivated, and willing to go that extra mile, not just for the company, but for each other. But look, does this approach actually work in the real world? When the pressure's on? Well, the book doesn't just leave you with theory. It gives you a powerful, real-world case study to prove it. The centerpiece of the book is this incredible story about the Inland Revenue Board of Malaysia, or IRBM. This was an organization that was struggling with low morale and a pretty uninspiring culture. So they decided to go all in on these principles of human leadership, and what happened next was nothing short of amazing. I mean, just look at the energy in this photo. This tells you everything. This isn't about numbers on a page. It's about changing the entire feeling of a workplace. It's about creating a place where people feel seen, heard, and genuinely excited to come to work and make a difference. And the results? They were absolutely staggering. They didn't just meet their goals, they shattered national tax collection records. But even more important than that, employee morale just went through the roof. They started new programs, like these employee-led creative showcases, which unleashed all this hidden talent and innovation. They truly built a culture of excellence from the bottom up. So, we've walked through these big, game-changing ideas from the book. But the final question isn't about the book, and it's not about that case study. It's about you. The principles of seeing, hearing, and then conquering, they aren't just for big-shot CEOs. They're for anyone, in any role, who wants to have a positive impact on the people around them. The book gives you the map. It shows you the results are possible. But the final, most important question is, what are you going to do with it? How will you lead?